I'm trying to get something which looks a little bit UK based for the outdoor railway. Not easy, because most of the G-scale stuff is American outline or continental outline. This is a, let's call it a cheap Chinese copy of an LGB wagon. And when I say cheap, £32. So not that cheap, but a lot less money than the LGB would be. And so to make it a little bit more, or a little less continental in look, I'm going to take the veranda off. There's a veranda on it, and I think I've got a still photo which will show it with the veranda on. Which means cutting down the roof. That should be quite straightforward. The body is there, and the other thing is cutting down the chassis part, taking this bit off. So what I'm going to do is slice off the buffer beam, find out where it needs to join back on here, and cut the chassis back so I can put the buffer beam back on, and it's then the right length, but I keep the buffer beam holes, etc. That's the plan. I'm not quite sure what the plastic is like for gluing. I'll have to have a go at that. The other thing about this is that the vents on it, it looks like it's one of those ferry wagon type vehicles, sliding doors, are separately applied details. So I've just pushed this one out. It needs a bit of trimming of various bits on it, but it should be possible to reattach it so that it looks as though the vent is open. You know why you don't see many models with the vents open? Did they run with the vents partly open? I just thought as it was a possibility, and I'm going to be cutting, filing and gluing, I might do that just to add a little bit of difference. Let's see how it turns out. That's the modified Chinese copy of an LGB wagon. So this is the end that used to have the veranda. Now, as you can see, the veranda's been chopped off, the roof has been chopped off, and the buffer been reattached. This isn't as tidy as I'd hoped, because I got it wrong a little bit. But it's amazing what you can do with a bit of mech pack, Humbrol, polycement, and some of the shavings and sawdust you get, and packing pieces to glue things back together again. So I'm hoping that once those all set, that's going to be solid, and nobody will see it and know any of the difference. A few modifications had to be made, but nothing particularly difficult. As you can see, what I've done is fix these two vents in the open or slightly open position. From what I can see from pictures, whenever they were open, there was always a metal grill or mesh inside. If it was meant to be a cargo wagon, then most cargo wagons were longer. It's more similar to a box van. However, cross between a box van and with sliding doors and a cargo wagon, it will do. It certainly doesn't look as continental as it used to. I'll remove this strange Chinese writing. Completely quality, reliable, firm. It says on there, reliable, transcend, performance transcend. So, you know, random English words that by the Chinese were considered to be quite good. That's the standard end, with no black on the buffer beam. Whether that needs to be painted black to match, I don't know. And also, what I noticed on this Continental one is doubling up of the vacuum pipes or air pipes and the other connections, which are probably electrical connections. So we've got two of those. As I've put it back together again, I've only inserted one. Maybe swing the light round. So it's only got one pipe and one of those other things. Right, there we go. Thank you. I hope to show that running behind my diesel loco, which is over there. There's some sort of weird train.